Hi everyone!
And greetings!
We're from Team FanDubFans and we have a special announcement to make.
Yes, indeed we do.
Whether or not you've heard from us before, we are responsible for hosting fandubbing events, like workshops and competitions.
That's right, and we're excited to let you know that we'll be hosting both at J-Pop's anime convention this year.
Yes, and in this video, we'll focus on the competition and help you get started in order to participate.
So sit back and enjoy while we get you up to speed.
Now, for those of you that are wondering, what is fandubbing? Allow me to explain. Fandubbing means you take a scene from, let's say, an anime, cartoon or a game, and voice it over with your own voice instead of the original voices. You can stick to the original script if there is one, or make your own and have as much fun with it as you want. While writing a script, you make sure that the essence of a sentence is still there, but that of course lines fit also with what the character is saying visually. You can put as much or no motion in a line as you want to. And in the end, it's quite fun to see the end result with the character having your voice. I've been fandubbing with my friends on our channel VoiceOver for quite some time now, so if you want a clear-cut example of a fandub, you can look there.
Now that you know what the term fandubbing means, or perhaps you are already familiar with it, you're probably eager to enter the competition. But you might be wondering, how do I even make one, or how do I get started? Don't worry, we've got you covered.
If you've never made a fandub before, don't worry. The process is rather easy, and I will explain it to you in a short few steps. Keep in mind, however, that some basic knowledge of video editing is required. First, you take some video footage of animated scenes you wish to dub. If you have the possibility to remove only the voices, perfect! Otherwise, just mute your footage. Thirdly, start recording your own voice. It is usually a good idea to rehearse your lines a few times and try different takes to see what fits best. Match your dialogue with the video footage until it is reasonably synchronized or at least convincing. If you had muted your footage, you may want to add background music or sound effects. This is optional, but it's a great way to enhance the viewer's experience. Save your clip and you're good to go.
Although you're equipped with the basic knowledge to create a decent fandub, there's still a few tips we'd like to give you in order to get more interesting results. If you have chosen a clip in which your character is either screaming or yelling, you'll probably want to do the same. However, you might learn that during your first attempts your recordings may sound distorted or at least unpleasant. There are various ways and techniques to solve this problem. You can either place an object between you and the microphone, or you can enhance your voice in the recording software. We do advise you to practice your yelling and screaming so that it both sounds convincing and pleasant for the ears. If you initially muted your footage, adding sound effects and background music is a nice addition to your clip. This will truly add flavor to your fandub, making it even more appealing to both the jury and the audience. Be advised, however, that the sound should not drown out your own voice. You're getting points for clarity after all, so it would be a shame if your favorite song or an explosion prevented that. If you have very long lines of dialogue, don't try to record them all in one take. It's okay to record one sentence, match it up, and then record the next line. If done correctly, people will never notice it. If you choose not to use the original script and your clip contains subtitles, try to blur them out. If you leave them in while not using the exact same lines, it will only confuse the viewer. Speaking of subtitles, although optional, you are free to add your own.
Right, you pretty much have all the information you need to make a nice fandub, but if you want to enter the competition, you also need to know the rules and requirements.
Let's start with the requirements. First, the time limit. Although the average time for a competition fandub is somewhere around 70 seconds, you have an absolute limit of 2 minutes. Since your clips will be shown to an audience on a bigger screen than your computers, we ask that you use a minimum resolution of 1280 by 720 and with a decent bitrate. Try to keep loud noises, sound effects and music within reasonable range. We doubt that our audience will enjoy severe trauma to the eardrums.
As for the rules, they are as follows. Your fandub must contain at least a few lines of dialogue with your own voice. You're allowed to ask people to lend you their voice as long as they are not partaking in any other fandub within the competition. You are not limited to using just one scene. You are allowed to use multiple clips as long as you don't exceed the time limit. Your fandub may not have any showing on a public platform prior to the competition. This one is a bit of a no-brainer, but we won't allow 18+ material.
Once you're done creating your amazing work of voice acting art, you may want to send it in. Upload your file to Dropbox or WeTransfer and send us the link to FandubFans@outlook.com. Once we've received your Fandub, we will send confirmation. If your Fandub fails to pass moderation, you will be asked to make required changes. If your Fandub passes moderation, you will be notified that you are locked into the competition.
We encourage everyone to take part in this new and exciting event at Anime 2017.
Don't forget, there's people to impress and prizes to win.
Anyone can do it.
And so can you.
See you at the competition.
Use your voice.
Control the story.